make myself crystal clear.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Main Event Insider, your #1 WWE hub. Don't forget to subscribe and let's dive in. The WWE Women's Division has been one of the most competitive and exciting rosters in recent history, filled with talent capable of redefining the landscape at any moment. On tonight's SmackDown, a single moment has the potential to change everything. Jade Cargill, the women's champion, and Rhea Ripley, a rising star with a reputation for toughness and championship success, collided in a dramatic encounter that went beyond the normal in-ring rivalry. What started as an ordinary evening of action transformed into a significant turning point, with implications for both competitors and the division as a whole. This moment wasn't just about competition. It was a narrative development that WWE will likely use to fuel a long-term feud, build character depth, and engage fans emotionally. Tensions already rising. Leading into tonight, both Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley had been making waves in the division. Cargill has established herself as a dominant champion, combining athleticism, charisma, and presence to assert her position at the top of the roster. Her matches and promos have consistently highlighted her as a force to be reckoned with. Ripley, meanwhile, has been steadily climbing the ranks, gaining momentum through her victories and strong character work, earning respect as a fierce competitor. Both superstars represent different styles, Cargill with explosive power and Ripley with technical skill and intensity. The division was already competitive, but tonight's events added a personal layer that raises the stakes beyond normal rivalry. The Backstage confrontation. The turning point occurred in a backstage segment, a moment designed to add depth to the ongoing conflict. While backstage scenes are often used to build storylines, tonight's interaction went further, signaling an emotional and personal rivalry. Cargill and Ripley crossed paths unexpectedly, and Cargill launched a sudden, decisive attack. The encounter was dramatic and visually striking, capturing both the physical intensity and the narrative weight of the moment. Ripley appeared caught off guard, which heightened the impact, while other WWE talent and security quickly intervened, emphasizing how serious the encounter had become. The scene effectively conveyed the message that this wasn't a standard match or typical conflict. It was a turning point with potential long-term consequences. Character implications. This backstage confrontation serves multiple storytelling purposes. For Cargill, it reinforces her status as a dominant champion, willing to assert herself in bold and unconventional ways. She is positioned as a formidable force whose presence commands attention both inside and outside the ring. For Ripley, the attack provides a personal reason to escalate her pursuit of the champion, creating a narrative of resilience and determination. By presenting her as the wronged party, WWE gives Ripley emotional fuel for promos, matches, and future storytelling. This dynamic creates a compelling contrast between the powerhouse champion and the determined challenger, offering opportunities for layered storytelling that goes beyond championship contention. Visual storytelling and impact. The segment's execution emphasized both intensity and narrative clarity. Close-up shots highlighted Cargill's determination and Ripley's surprise, showing that the encounter was intentional and not just a spontaneous altercation. The swift intervention of other superstars and security emphasized that the situation had escalated beyond a simple rivalry, adding realism and drama. Such visual storytelling helps viewers understand the stakes without relying solely on commentary. It also establishes a tone for the feud: high intensity, emotionally charged, and unpredictable. These backstage moments often serve as the spark for future matches and long-term storytelling arcs in WWE programming. Fan engagement and reactions. The WWE Universe responded immediately to the segment, with social media lighting up with speculation and discussion. Fans praised the intensity of the angle, analyzing every detail and theorizing about possible outcomes. Many predict a heated rivalry, culminating in a major pay-per-view clash, while others debate which match stipulations would best match the drama of the attack. This type of engagement demonstrates that WWE successfully generated emotional investment, with fans eager to see how both competitors respond in the coming weeks. Effective storytelling like this not only elevates the stars involved, but also enriches the viewing experience for the entire audience. Long-term storytelling potential. This feud offers WWE the chance to craft a multi-layered, long-term storyline. Beyond standard championship matches, the conflict can extend through various match types, surprise interactions, and even multi-woman contests that allow both stars to demonstrate growth and resilience. Each encounter provides opportunities to develop new story arcs, highlight strengths, and expand the emotional depth of the feud. By pacing the storyline strategically, WWE can build toward a climactic showdown at a major pay-per-view, giving both competitors meaningful narrative stakes and creating anticipation among fans that rewards long-term investment in the story. Narrative opportunities for Ripley. For Rhea Ripley, this storyline is an opportunity to solidify her position as a central figure in the division. The ambush gives her a reason to go beyond standard matches, adding personal motivation and emotional depth. Her response in promos and in-ring performance can demonstrate resilience, strategy, and determination, elevating her character while keeping the audience invested. By presenting her as both a capable competitor and a wronged figure seeking justice, WWE can craft a compelling narrative that highlights her strengths and endears her to fans, while also setting up dramatic tension for future matches. Narrative opportunities for Cargill. For Jade Cargill, the segment reinforces her dominance and positions her as a major antagonist in the division. By taking the confrontation beyond the ring, she establishes herself as a competitor willing to dictate terms and assert power creatively. This approach allows WWE to develop her character beyond championship defenses, exploring psychological complexity and persona depth. By justifying her actions through promos and storytelling, Cargill's role as a compelling, dominant heel is strengthened, making her the central figure in the feud and raising the overall stakes for the division. Division dynamics and future matches. The conflict also impacts the wider women's roster, creating opportunities for supporting storylines and emerging rivalries. Other competitors can become involved as allies or challengers, adding layers of intrigue and unpredictability. The ongoing feud can influence title contention, match stipulations, and character arcs, ensuring that the division remains dynamic and engaging. Fans can expect multiple chapters before a final blow-off, with each match building tension, drama, and audience investment. This approach mirrors classic storytelling techniques in professional wrestling, blending personal rivalry with competition and athletic spectacle. Predicting the next chapter. Looking ahead, it's likely that Ripley will respond with a fiery promo or in-ring confrontation in the coming weeks, establishing her intent to reclaim control and seek retribution. Cargill's next appearance will likely reinforce her strength, dominance, and justification for the attack, maintaining her role as a top heel. Subsequent matches could escalate from standard contests to no disqualification, falls count anywhere, or last woman standing matches, with WWE using each segment to layer tension, highlight athleticism, and engage the audience emotionally. This long-term build allows fans to invest in both competitors while setting up a potential pay-per-view blow-off that promises high stakes and dramatic payoff. Conclusion. Tonight's SmackDown segment between Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley was more than just an angle. It was a pivotal storytelling moment for the women's division. It showcased both competitors' strengths, advanced personal narratives, and set up long-term opportunities for matches, promos, and character development. By taking the conflict beyond the ring, WWE has created a storyline rich with emotional stakes, dramatic tension, and potential pay-per-view payoff. Fans are engaged, the division feels dynamic, and both superstars have new narrative fuel to elevate their positions. As the feud develops, it promises to be one of the defining rivalries in the women's division, blending athletic performance with compelling storytelling, strategy, and character evolution.